Mike Bohn here at American Top Team with Pedro Munhoz, who fights Jose Aldo August 7th, man. A huge fight for you. How excited were you when this offer came along?
Man, yeah, it's a huge fight. I'm very excited for this fight. That's what I've been doing since my last fight. Just see what's the possibility, what's right there in the division that could be like a big fight. And Jose Aldo couldn't, be one of the best fights that I could get offered. And I'm very glad that happened.
Yeah, and you're like wildest dreams. Did you ever imagine fighting Jose Aldo? I mean, you were in different weight classes when you got in the UFC. He was doing his thing. I mean, was this a fight, maybe when he came to bantamweight, it became more realistic, but was this something you ever foresaw happening?
I never thought that because, Jose Aldo, I thought that was featherweight, that would be his division that he would retire. I never thought that he would possibly be fighting a bantamweight, hell of a fighter, always watch his fights, like his style a lot, very aggressive. And that's what kind of my style is too, stay right there, stay on the pocket, look for the knockouts and finish. Jose Aldo too, besides that, he's a very popular person in Brazil. So I'm very excited to fighting a legend, such a big name and a good fighter.
And have you seen him at bantamweight? Does he seem any different of a fighter to you? I mean, I didn't know how long he would be at this weight class for, if it was just like a late career kind of desperation move to, paint a new coat of paint on his career, but it's a few fights in now, he's fought for the title. I mean, what do you kind of make of Jose Aldo, the bantamweight?
Oh no, he seems incredible. He seems very durable. His fights has been really good against Pirian, against Marlon, against Chito Vera, his last fight. I watched all of the fights, and his performance was great in all of them. And I haven't seen him in person fighting at bantamweight, but seems like we're gonna see each other on August 7th.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think this fight means for the bantamweight division?
It's a huge, fight. I never put in my expectation in fights and results and things like that. I like to focus to do my best on August 7th, but I do believe, and that's crossed my mind every time, that I think impressive victory over Jose Aldo is definitely a huge credibility for the title fight.
Yeah, and this division's just so crazy right now. I mean, there's a bit of a backlog. We've seen, big wins in the last few events and everything. Do you think it's, of all the divisions, this is kind of maybe one of the hardest to get that title shot right now, just because of all the names? We have the delay waiting for the rematch between Jan and Sterling, and there's just a lot going on.
I watch a lot of the other fights, but my mainly focus on bantamweight division, obviously. And I don't see him as complicated as a lot of people see and say. It's a lot of good fighters out there. Like, I believe in any other division, UFC, we are talking right now the highest, elite sports and MMA, the best athletes, the best fighters, and yeah, there has been like a impressive route so far. This division has been taking, many different champions there. That's what has been showing a lot of people and myself how interested this division and how good those fighters are.
Who's going to land the harder leg kick, you or Jose?
A lot of my low kicks, I was watching him. There was a big inspiration that I see that the kick getting very well executive, and that's the part of I starting adding then in my style too. Back in those days, he has a lot of Muay Thai background, so do I. And the low kick, is the biggest weapon for us, and he likes to throw that kick. I do like to throw that kick a lot, and we're gonna be exchanging low kicks and checks, and it's gonna be a great fight. And make sure you guys tune in. August 7th, me and Aldo.
Another fight of the night.
Another fight of the night.
Awesome, man. We're looking forward to it. Appreciate the time and glad to see you get another big opportunity.
Likewise.